Hey, LC Closer here. My friends call me Vic. I think this is going to be episode 10 of Vic's Sea Stories and Tall Tales. I like to call this one Banned from the EM Club, Pearl Harbor. It was like, I'm thinking it must have been 1987, or must have been early 87. The Giants were playing somebody in the Super Bowl. So I'm thinking it was January, February 1987. And we were in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. And we all went over to the EM Club to watch the Super Bowl and to drink. And, in case people don't know, when you're on base, particularly back in these days, if you're in the military, it didn't matter how old you were, you got served. I think back in California, they serviced beer and wine coolers. And if you were 21, you could buy whatever you wanted. But if you were under 21, it was beer and wine coolers only. I knew people that were 17 that were in the military and they were served beer. But I think in Pearl Harbor, if you were in the military, you could get anything. But we were drinking zombies, okay? We were drinking these big things, they call them zombies. And we're watching the Super Bowl and all on TV. Well, I wasn't really interested in either one of the teams all that much, and we're in Hawaii, so we watched a little bit of the first half, I think, and then had a few drinks, and then we left, and I think we went into Waikiki or something. We didn't stay for the rest of it. We got back that night, and when we came across the quarterdeck, somebody had made comments there. Some more of them engineers, So, man, I think nothing about it. We go on the ship, we go to bed and everything. Next morning, people were like, man, he's like, were you at the EM Club last night? And I was like, yeah, we were there, till about halftime, and we left. They're like, oh man, you weren't there after halftime? I was like, no, what happened? Oh, this big fight broke out, man. It's like, and the engineers were like tearing the place up. And I said, you're kidding me. He said, no. I said, the captain's mad as hell. It's like, man, y'all caused a big disturbance and got the base CO called up, the CO of the ship, complaining and all this stuff. He said, y'all made a mess of that place. They tore it up. And I'm like, we weren't there. We missed all that. Come to find out, and the captain was very upset with us over this. Engineering department on the USS Tripoli was banned from the enlisted club on base for the rest of the time that whoever the base commander was at Pearl Harbor, the rest of the time he was base commander, we were banned. Some big fight broke out. I don't know what all exactly happened, but it was a mess.